to be very honest, I think first of all, I think if you have to be a good leader, first of all, you have to take care of your game and your mindset and yourself first. I think if you take care of yourself, then you are capable of leading the side actually. So to be very honest, you tick your marks. I think you practice well, you train well, you do everything possible for yourself first, and then it depends upon your team set. I think it's always, I think being a leader from last 1 or 2 months, 1 or 2 years, leading different sides in my domestic team and as well as IPL. The number one thing which I've learned is about leading a side is, I think, more than leading a side inside the ground, it's a very much captain's role is done outside the ground. I think where type of a character, where you get to know your teammates, where you get to know different type of characters, where you get to understand and learn that what type of a person needs to be communicated in which way. Actually, the communication plays a huge role, and then comes interest actually. So I think almost everyone getting selected in IPL definitely has a great talent. They all are very special at what they do. But as a leader, I have understood that you need to trust that talent. You need to trust that character, and give him that confidence to go out there and express himself. I think at the same time being a bit real to him, understanding him that what type of a character is demanded out of him, what type of a role is demanded out of him. To be very honest, you need to be realistic to the players and communicate whatever you feel like at the start of the tournament, and that gives them an exact amount of time to prepare and then go after it actually.
Yeah, look, I don't think there is a perfect one, and if there is, it certainly isn't me. Look, it's it very much is a job and a challenge to be embraced, and you're there in a position trying to have the best impact as possible to the people around you. And so you can have your ideas and philosophies, I suppose, but ultimately it needs to marry up with the group voice and the group ethos, and you try and find a place there that you can operate in a sort of harmonious way, and try and take a wide view of things, I think is also important. But it's a challenge that forever exists, that you need to address, and that in the sporting environment is often the changing of environments, the changing of personnel, and so it's an ever moving picture. But at the same time, I suppose those challenges that keep popping up keep having some refreshing elements to it. But yeah, it's also, I believe, important to have really good people around you that are really committed to the cause and the common goal. And here in the New Zealand team, we certainly have that. There are a number of leaders in the group and a number of in our support staff that play a big role as well.
I think Yashasvi, I think the moment we selected him, I think he was just coming out of his under-19. So we all know that he's really something special. He took some time. I think he took 6 to 7 matches to settle in. I think he was having different kind of emotions and different kinds of pressure which a normal individual, a youngster has. But I think talking about the RR franchise and talking about the special people like Sangakkara or everyone around, I think giving him that extra hand or supporting him when he needed the most. And then I think last season, I think he really expressed himself and show the world that what he is capable of. I think so. Definitely, I think he might be opening for us. I think, and then having Josh with us. I think Josh, as you rightly said, that he is one of the best in the cricketing world. I think more than what he does inside the ground with his bat and what he does outside the ground, I think it's more special. I think that's what we have experienced for 3 to 4 years. I think he's a really special character. I think he's a very simple, humble, and a very strong character. I think he communicates really well. I think he's someone we all really like to have and wearing that pink jersey. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the main thing. I think we are almost there and we are just almost coming out of it. So I think basically as a captain of the side, what I have understood is the main thing is to the availability of the players are the biggest challenge which we have been experiencing from past 2-3 years. So I think if you want to qualify for a tournament like IPL, definitely you need to have a set 11 coming into the ground. So that's the main thing. I think yes, availability and some unfortunate injuries have definitely made a lot of changes. I think in T20 format, if you make a lot of different changes in the 11, I think there is no way you are going to succeed in a tournament like IPL. So for me, I think it's all about stability and trusting in your players and giving them maximum number of matches to go out there and perform. So that's what we will be looking after in the coming season.